So this is the food that I chose for Halo. There was only 3 of them out there that are hypoallergenic, which is the hydrolyzed food. This is for dogs with allergies. And I'm at the point now where I think I've tried almost every food there is except this one. I finally found a vet that actually recommended a hypoallergenic diet. There's 3, Royal Canin that makes it, Purina, and Hill's Science Diet, which I was strongly against Hill's, but I read hundreds and hundreds of good reviews on this over the past week, and this is the one I'm going to put her on. So I'm praying it works, or we can finally be done with the ear infections and the gnawing at the paws. Wish us luck. Through my vet, I paid $90 and change for this bag of food. And through Chewy.com, which is where I normally buy my dog food, I can also get this through them with the prescription from my doctor, which they gave me when I picked this up. And it's only $91 and change through Chewy. And 4 to 4.5 cups a day for her. And that's really not that much more than what she already eats. She eats, well, it is actually. It's about a cup more than she eats, because she eats about 3 cups a day now, so. God, I hope this works. What happens is this food, this hydrolyzed food, it takes all the allergens out of it that react to their body. So most dogs that we think are doing really good, but they're still gnawing on their paws and they're having continuous ear infections, it's because they're having an allergic reaction to something in their food. And this food takes out that allergy before it can affect the dog. So I literally questioned my vet when he told me that she needs to be on a hypoallergenic diet, and there was only 3 available, and I looked up the ingredients and I was like, oh my God. I literally said to him, how can you be comfortable prescribing a diet with the ingredients in here? And he looked at me like, oh my God, this lady's crazy. But he said, you know what? You got to outweigh the good with the bad. This is the only food that takes the allergies out of the food before they can affect the dog. So you have 3 to choose from. Do your research, decide which one you want to go with, and go with it. What's it going to, it can only help. So someone that's totally all for the raw diet, Halo has never been able to do the raw. We did that with her. She couldn't handle it. She couldn't break it down. She couldn't handle the high protein. It just depends on the dog. If the dog has the allergy, they just can't break it down. So this is where we are in life. Is that good, baby? Oh, you're just tearing it up, huh? You're so sweet. So Halo's been on the Royal Canin for 3 weeks. I started her, but 2 weeks exclusively. I was mixing in her old food for the first week. And so almost actually 2 weeks exclusively. In a couple of days it'll be 2 weeks. And I just wanted to show you the reason why, well, she needed to be on the hypoallergenic food, but she's pretty much healed over. But I just wanted to show you guys the bumps that the dogs get on their back and their body, the little raised up bumps under the skin. And a lot of times what happens, the bumps raise up and then they will form like a scab, and then the little scab will flake off once it totally heals over and it's worked out of their system. But she does have a couple bumps, but I don't think it's from the food. I think it's from something she ate outside, probably like rabbit poop or something. But one of the #1 symptoms I wanted to point out to you guys that the vet showed me immediately that happens with dogs that are allergic to their food is this right here on their tail. See how the base of her tail, well, she's been she's all swollen. This is not what a normal butt looks like, but she has more than one thing going on. But what happens is their number one thing is, see how it's on her tail right here, this first portion that is by her butt is thicker than the rest. He says that's the number one symptom that dogs are having allergic reaction to their food, is it gets thick and swollen, the thickening of the skin and the swollen, and of course the redness, obviously. But this is one of the reasons why he said this is one of the number one signs that happens. They're gnawing back there. It's normally their face and then their butt, but this is the number one sign, how thick it is and raw. It's not normally red, but she's been going at it for the past couple of days. But she also has a problem where she cannot empty her own anal glands. They have to be expressed for her. So a whole lot of the reason why she digs back there is also because she can't empty her anal glands. If I don't do it every couple of days, she'll start scooting and get like going really bad back there. So she's got a couple of things, the anal glands, but this swelling is a telltale sign that they're having food issues. It won't always be real red like that, but she was just scooting really bad. As you can see, she's kind of like torn herself. And it has been probably about 3 or 4 days since I've done her anal glands, so I need to do that. But I did want to show you that. She's having that issue. But if you have these issues with your dog, it's probably the food and the anal glands, or the swelling is the food. But I also wanted to show you too, her face is well, right here is a little bit of what you call it here, focus. You can feel the little scabs where she's itched, and that itching is because of the food. But it actually looks a whole lot better on her face. Her whole face was really red, and it's not anymore. And it looks like this is scabbed over. So that's one good thing. And it takes 6 to 8 weeks for their bodies to be totally purged of the old stuff and to know if the good food is working. So this is just a process. Like I said, this is only her 2nd week. Not even 2 full weeks on the new food. So it's going to be 6 to 8 weeks down the road before we'll know for sure if it's working. I mean, I have high hopes, but she really loves the food. If she can see the bag, she'll try to get in the bag because, I mean, she really loves the food. So it must taste really good to her, which is a plus because she is a picky eater. Also, I wanted to mention about that food, she is acting like she used to act when she was a young dog. I mean, she's 7 years old, and she has more energy now than I have seen her have in years. She's been more playful. She's been more playful with the other dog. She's constantly coming up to me. She's not sleeping as much as she used to sleep. I mean, that right in itself is telling me there's something good going on with the food. And it has to be because the allergies are not affecting her in the same way as they were before. So I do have high hopes for it. I'm so glad that I've switched over to it. But I just wanted to show you guys what to look for in the face and in the tail, in the butt area, and in the little bumps on the back, which is a sign that they're having an allergic reaction. So, that's it. Say bye. Junior, say bye. Good boy.